Hello everyone and welcome to next week on PSVR2. This is your weekly episode in which we usually talk about everything PSVR2 related that is scheduled to happen in the next 7 days. But since there is literally only one PSVR2 update scheduled for next week, I've decided that we actually focus on what happened in the last week. Because there was a lot of things going on for PSVR2 this week. And you probably missed out on one, if not many of those things. So let's get started. Zenith Nexus is now back on the PSVR2 store, and it includes both Zenith Infinite Realms and Zenith The Last City. It is listed as free to play, but of course only the MMORPG Zenith Infinite Nexus is free to play, while you're gonna have to pay $30 to get the Zenith The Last City DLC. Last week we also had 5 new game releases: Apollo 13 The Lost Tapes VR, Soul Covenant, Big Shots, Omorangi or is it Omorangi Generation, and lastly a shadow drop of Zombie Bar Simulator VR, because apparently that's a thing. Now, out of these 5 games, everyone was pretty much banking on Soul Covenant to steal the show, given its $50 price tag and the fancy trailers, but unfortunately that was not the case, as it was average at best. The only game that really stood out to me though in this list has to be hands down Big Shots. That was the PSVR2 highlight of the week for me, and if you want to find out more about this game, then you can check out my review, which I'll have a link to in the description below. Also, I want to let you know that I'm giving away one Big Shots game key for the EU region. The winner will be announced on Monday, April 22nd, so you still have one day to check out my Facebook or my X account to participate. Now, getting back to PSVR2's last week, other than the 5 new game releases, we also had some other updates. Developer and publisher Rebellion Developments has officially confirmed that Zombie Army VR will in fact feature eye-tracked foveated rendering on PSVR2, and it definitely shows in the story trailer that they have put out. It reveals that this game has a full-length story-driven campaign which features authentic World War II weapons, player progression, and weapon modification. The game looks awesome and I simply can't wait. PSVR2's adorable toy trains has received a new major update called the Infinite Loop that adds 12 new levels to the game's core campaign and a sandbox mode that allows players to create their own maps just the way they want. So if you have toy trains installed on your PS5, give it a try. Developer Steelwall Games has announced that Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2 is getting a flat version on June 20th, which is something that we don't see very often. We usually see the opposite of that. They also have stated that if you already own the game on PSVR2, you can get the standard PS5 version when it launches at no extra cost. Not sure why would anyone play the game in flat screen. I mean, if you have experienced it already in VR, but if you want to, you can do it for free if you already bought the game. So that's a nice gesture from the developer. Puzzling Games has added a new underwater puzzle level for $199, and the Elite Brigade has received some new content in a free update called Shadow Hunter, which includes a new bow, some throwing knives, a newly handed crafted procedural world called Sunless Keep, and some other stuff like tarot cards. Finally, excellent first-person shooter Pavlov has received new content as well, 2 new fantastic maps called Carnival and Autumn. They're highly detailed, super fun to explore and play in, a new game mode called Push, and a revamped mod kit, but that's only for PC of course. Definitely check this out if you have Pavlov. I think I should have titled this episode Last Week on PSVR2, because the only thing which we know of that is coming next week is some new content for the excellent Synth Riders. Next week on April 23rd, Synth Riders is adding a free 1980s inspired Endless Cafe stage for all Synth Riders owners. Lots of pink, lots of blue and chrome shine, and a new mixtape to the game called Synth Riders 80s Mixtape Side A. The mixtape will include 5 new add-on tracks from the 80s, and these new add-ons will be available for download as a pack for $7.99 or as individual tracks for $1.99 per song. As this is just side A, the developer had mentioned in the blog post that they are already working on another mixtape. And that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. If you're watching this video on Saturday, April 20th or on Sunday, April 21st, make sure you check out my Facebook page or my X account, so that way you can participate in the giveaway that I'm hosting for one Big Shots EU region game key. You might be the lucky winner. If you enjoyed watching this video and for more PSVR2 content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit the bell notifications icon, and that way you'll be notified every time a new video goes live. Let me know in the comments what are you currently playing on PSVR2 and whether you bought a game last week or not. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.